Hey everybody, want to welcome everyone back to Texas Silver. Also, if you're here for the first time, welcome to the channel. It has been probably about 6 months, maybe even more, since I dropped a video. I know I said that I was going to try and get back into it. I just had a lot going on. I still do. I just felt like I was spread too thin between the kids, the ranch, trying to have a social life, my surfing, work, this channel. It just felt like I was just mentally and physically exhausted. Also had some other things that I was dealing with that was, mentally draining. So I want to apologize. I guess I don't owe anyone an apology, but I do feel bad. And I guess another part of it was I kind of just got out of the routine. And also, I kind of feel like I was running out of things to talk about. Like it was getting repetitive. And I don't know, I just got out of it. Anyways, I am going to try. I'm not promising anything, but I am going to try and start putting out videos again. I think I just kind of needed a break too. But another thing that happened was I got a nasty email today from YouTube saying that my channel was going to get demonetized if I didn't put out any more content. So that kind of kicked me in the butt a little bit. I did work hard to get it monetized. Not that I'm here for the money, but if I'm putting these out here, at least, it's nice to make a little bit for it. But I didn't really write a script. I'm kind of just going off the cuff, just kind of let y'all know what's been going on. A lot has changed since the last time that I put out a video. I was on Jeremiah Babe's channel. We made, I want to say, 8-10 videos, maybe more. I am on those videos. If you didn't check those out, I know they're going to be pretty old, but there's some good information there. Some of it's probably no longer relevant today. But my point being, since those videos and today, so much has happened with the monetary system, with metals, with the bricks, with the stock market, the bond market. It's just, socially, it's just there's been so many changes, so much stuff going on. So I'll probably have some more stuff to talk about. But it kind of just seemed like at the time that everything was kind of just in a holding pattern. Like, we know what's going on isn't good, but it really wasn't. I don't know. It just, for me, it was just kind of like, okay, we know it's about to get bad, but it wasn't there yet. So I kind of have shifted gears in the last couple months. Just everything that I'm seeing going on socially, everything that's going on with politically, and I'm concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I'm not. I'm very much concerned with. This channel's not about politics, but 95%, even more, of this country really, really cares about politics. And my opinion, I think everything that's on the federal level doesn't matter. I think everything's kind of baked into the cake. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's my personal opinion. But I think with everything that's coming in November, I think there's a possibility of that process not taking place, or being manipulated to where the individual that they want to stay in power gets that, which I'm of the opinion it doesn't really matter. I don't know, maybe I've lost faith in the political process and electoral process and all that. But either way, most people do not see it the way that I do. And I think that has the potential to push people over the edge to do things that could incite violence, protests, riots. I mean, who knows? Tensions are high with this. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch any mainstream. I try to stay out of that because, like I said, all I'm trying to do is control what I can control. So where I'm going with all this is I kind of shifted from the metals for a little bit. I haven't made a metals purchase in a little while because I'm very concerned about where these things I feel could go potentially socially. Civil unrest, what have you. If you're in the inner cities, I would not want to be in the inner city when this thing goes down. I'm also of an opinion that that the elections never go. That there's some sort of false flag, some sort of black swan event, if you will, that is so egregious that they just say that the elections can't go, that they do martial law, whatever. So my focus has been on this stuff right here. So I have a fair amount of these that I bought back during the 08 to 2016 era, and you probably can understand why. So I was really concerned about getting my hands on these. I wasn't so much concerned on putting glass and optics and all the little bells and whistles on these things. And I was looking at my stuff and just knowing what's coming, I was like, you know what, Aaron, I think it's time that you start dressing some of these tools out. So I have been moving a lot of capital towards that. So that's kind of been my focus. I am probably going to do a sizable order of metals, hopefully in the next week or two. The price was down quite a bit. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. High 21s, low 22s, something like that for silver. And at the time, I just didn't have the capital to move. But I'm moving stuff around, and I want to make a sizable purchase. So hopefully, hopefully it doesn't jump up too much in the next week and a half, until I can get that capital all together and make that purchase. But yeah, I've been focusing on this stuff, and I'm a firm believer of buying quality. Not saying that price always guarantees or means that it's the better thing to buy, but I'm of the opinion if you're going to buy one of these, especially if it's going to be your main go-to, don't cut corners. Don't, I've got a good buddy of mine, and his heart is in the right place, but he'll send me links to different stuff on Amazon, and it'll be like a scope mount. It'll be $40, and I'm just like, bro, if it's not made in America, it does not need to be on this tool. It just does not need to be there. Not saying that is always the case, but when it comes to these, you really need to buy a quality product. Because I look at it as like, you know what? Why am I going to cut corners on something that's possibly going to save my life, save someone else's life, be used on someone that needs to be neutralized? And the last thing I want is for something to break, something to go down. Whenever I pull the trigger, it go click and not bang. I want to know and have full faith and everything in this tool that when I need it in a pinch, that it's going to run and do what I need it to do. So I know not everyone that watches this channel can have one of these, but if you can have one of them, it's great. If not, there's other avenues. There's you can do edge weapons, you can do martial arts, and all those should probably be integrated into your your belt, so to speak, of all your different tools and skill sets and all that. But so that's kind of what I've been focusing on. And now that we have so much to talk about, I think I'll be able to do some more videos. And I think YouTube has kind of gotten a little more laxed and allow us to talk about more things. I don't know how far I want to push the envelope on this. But again, I don't do this for the money. This is not what I do for a living. I think my background and all that, I bring something into the table, to the table that will help you ladies and gentlemen out, and so that's why I do these videos. And actually, I do enjoy them. I've kind of missed it. I need a break. But hopefully, I've gotten that. I'll get back into it and start cranking these things out. Another thing, I don't know if y'all all saw this video. If you didn't, I highly encourage you to go over and watch it. It's going to be on Jeremiah Babe's channel. The channel is Jeremiah Babe. If you're new here, you don't know who I'm talking about. But anyways, Bill Holter, if you don't know who that is, very, very intelligent, very knowledgeable, very big in the metal space. He was a broker for 23 years on the I guess the stock exchange, and then he also I think he was the manager of a branch for like 12 years. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows this. He's done tons and extensive research, and he's kind of been a mentor to me. We hang out once or twice a week. I've gotten to know him. Really good dude. And I'm proud to call him one of my friends, and he's now in my circle. And he brings a lot to the table, and I bring a lot to the table for him. So we've just become good friends. But where I'm going with all this is he has agreed to do an interview with me. I think he said in 3 weeks. I know that's a little ways off, but be thinking about questions that you want me to ask. Not saying that every question that's down there is going to get asked, but I'll look at them. And, if there's some good ones, I might add it to the questions that I ask him. A lot of people, when they interview him, Bill is a very straightforward, blunt, he's going to tell you how it is. And I'm going to try and not censor anything that he says. This is going to be a pretty raw interview. Hopefully one of the better interviews that he's ever done, just because I am not going to tie his hands on his answers or what he wants to talk about. We'll see. I'm gonna discuss what he wants to talk about, but I think it'll be a very beneficial video. But I'm looking forward to it. Again, great guy. If you don't know who Bill Holter is, just go on YouTube and type in Bill Holter, and you're going to have 1,000 videos pop up. Very smart guy. He's just, and he believes this. Like I said, I've been to his place, hung out, and I mean he's the real deal. He's not telling people to do stuff he's not doing. But I'm not going to let this video go too long. I just wanted to touch base with y'all, but everything's been going good. It's just, again, I just felt like I just had too many irons in the fire, and I don't know, this is the one that suffered. And I apologize, and I appreciate all of y'all. Hopefully y'all still want to follow this channel, even though I abandoned y'all for 6 months or so. But I do appreciate it. I spoke with Jeremiah Babe. Well, I speak to him every day. But he told me that a couple of y'all were in the comments asking about me, seeing how I was doing. And I greatly appreciate that y'all are checking up on me. And again, I've given Jeremiah Babe the permission to, talk about if something ever happens to me. And so, yeah, if you don't follow him, if you don't like to follow his channel, that's fine, whatever. But at least if you want to see if I'm okay, then yeah, you can always check with him. But I'm going to try to maintain this channel. And the thing is now, I think before it felt like we had been talking about these things for so long, and I wholeheartedly believed that everything was going to take place. But then I look back at, you know, even the first time I went on Jeremiah's channel, which was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and we were talking about, I think we thought back then, I was like, man, this is the year it's all going to fall apart. And for some reason, they're just able to keep band-aiding and pushing this thing along. But I think they're really starting to lose control. You're starting to see cracks. Metals are moving. The bricks they're adding nations to that. And I think they want to overthrow King Dollar. So we're going to have a lot more talks in the future about this. But thank you again for following this channel and being loyal to it. Again, I apologize for taking off for 6 months, but YouTube went ahead and gave me a little kick in the butt and got me back on track. So I'm going to try and pick this back up. That's it, guys, gals. Pray for this country. I think it's about to get really, really bad. And I hate to be doom and gloom. And I know in these videos, y'all, I try and be real and show my real personality. I know Jeremiah, he likes to be real serious on his, and I get it. But I know y'all have seen probably my personality. I like to joke around. I like to have a good time. I'm a big goofball, but I do know when it is to turn it on and off. So I would love to come on here and joke around and have a good time. And I'll put jokes here and there whenever I can say something funny to get a laugh out of, you know, someone that watches this video. But it's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope everyone's preparing, and I hope to talk to y'all very, very soon. Take care, and God bless.